It's going to be 2 minutes on and 1 minute off for 5 rounds. For each station, you'll do the first movement for 1 minute, straight into the second movement for 1 minute. Then you'll rest for a minute. You'll do that for each of the 3 stations, doing 2 rounds for stations 1 and 2 and 1 round of station 3, so there will be 5 rounds total. Hopefully you got all that. If not, let's get a little more specific. At the start of go, you'll do 1 minute of kettlebell swings straight into 1 minute of hay balers. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can do dumbbell swings or you can do swings without weight. For hay balers, you'll do it standing with 1 dumbbell or without weight. You'll then rest for 1 minute. Then you'll repeat the swings and hay balers for another round, each for 1 minute, followed by 1 minute of rest. That's 2 rounds of that first station, and you will not come back to that station again. Next, you're moving on to goblet squats for 1 minute, then dumbbell lunges for 1 minute. Then you'll rest for 1 minute and repeat the squats and lunges 1 more time. For the goblet squats, you can do it with a kettlebell or dumbbell, or you can do air squats. For lunges, you'll hold the dumbbells at your side. You can also do the lunges without weight. The final round will be 1 minute of ground touch with shuffle hop and 1 minute of criss-cross jumping jacks. We have Coach Brittany leading the workout today. And before we get started, you can check out the demo videos if you need more information or a refresher on any of the movements. We're going to start with swings in 3, 2, 1, and go. This is a full body movement, and the purpose is to strengthen the posterior target areas, including the glutes and the hamstrings. The power and movement comes from the hips, not the arms, so keep the arms relaxed. Keep your head neutral and aligned with the spine throughout the movement. Nice job. You have about 20 seconds left here on these swings. We really want to feel a flow with this movement. Three, 2, 1, and switch to hay balers. You can grab your dumbbell if you're using weight. We're going to have a split stance. We want to tension down to load, and then we're rotating up. So think of that as an explosive movement up. As you bring the weight down, you should be rotating towards your back leg and moving up towards the front leg. We're going to switch sides in 3, 2, 1, and switch. Try to keep this movement fluid and rotate from the abdominal muscles. We're really working on that rotational movement. Nice job. We're going to rest in 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're going to start back up again at the 11-minute mark, and we're going to do round 2, which is 1 minute of kettlebell swings. So we'll do swings and then hay balers, and then we'll move on to the next station, and you won't come back to these movements again. We're going to start with swings in 3, 2, 1, and go. We want to hinge at the hips, and remember that that power and movement comes from the hips and not the arms. So you shouldn't feel like you're just raising your arms. They should kind of flow up naturally. So keep those arms relaxed and keep the head neutral, aligned with the spine. Nice job, you're halfway. This is a full body movement, and we're really trying to strengthen the posterior target areas, including the glutes and the hamstrings. Nice job, 10 seconds left here. Three, two, one, and switch to hay balers. Grab your dumbbell if you're using one, get into that split stance, and you're tensioning at the bottom and rotating to the top. This movement is working on your abdominal groups and the core stabilizers. We're gonna switch in 2, 1, and switch sides. So switch up that split stance. Great work. You don't have to work fast here. We want to work on that form. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest for 1 minute. We're going to start back up at the 8-minute mark, and we're going to do 1 minute of goblet squats. You can use either a kettlebell or a dumbbell, or you can do this without weight. But if you're using a kettlebell or a dumbbell, you're gonna hold that weight right under your chin, and you can kind of rest it on your chest. So it's really important to keep your chest up during the duration of the squat. Even if you're not going into full depth on that squat, we really want to keep the chest up and eyes forward. The goblet squat is going to be paired with dumbbell lunges, so if you plan to use weights for the lunges, make sure you have those 2 dumbbells handy. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, and go. Got these goblet squats. Remember to hinge from the hips and sit back, so the butt should be initiating the movement, not the knees. So make sure the knees do not pass the toes. So make sure to keep the shins as vertical as possible. Also, only go as low as your body will let you without compensation. So it's more important for the form here versus the speed and the depth. Nice job. You have 15 seconds left on these goblet squats. We have dumbbell lunges next in 3, 2, 1, and switch. You're going to have the 2 dumbbells at your side. This is kind of a farmer's carry where you're just relaxing the arms but making sure that the shoulders stay stabilized. And you can do either forward lunges or reverse lunges, but you're going to alternate with each rep. For the lunges, make sure that the knees track with the ankle and do not pass the toes. Just like the squats, you want to keep your chest up, keeping a neutral spine. So you shouldn't be kind of folding over when you're doing a lunge. We want to be full-footed when stepping into the lunge and push off the foot to get out of the lunge. Nice work. 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna rest for 1 minute. We're gonna start back up at the 5-minute mark, and we're gonna do 1 minute of goblet squats and 1 minute of dumbbell lunges. After that, we have 1 full minute of rest again, followed by 1 round of 1 minute of ground touch with shuffle hop, straight into 1 minute of crisscross jumping jacks. Okay, we've got goblet squats in 3, 2, 1, and go. We're gonna be here for 1 minute. Gonna repeat some of the key points here. So we wanna hinge from the hips and sit back in that squat. So initiate the movement with the butt, not the knees. And make sure the knees do not pass the toes as you're squatting down. So keep those shins as vertical as possible throughout the movement. We really want to focus in on form here. So only go as low as your body will let you without compensation. So if you feel like you're coming up off your heels, rounding your back, or if your knees are passing your toes, you've gone too far. So just ease up. Focus on your form and you'll get there. 3, 2, 1, and we're switching to dumbbell lunges. We're getting right into it, and we're gonna be here for 1 minute. So again, you can do either forward lunges or reverse lunges. If you're doing forward lunges, you wanna step full-footed. If you're doing reverse lunges, that front foot is already full-footed, so you're stepping back and then using that back leg to push up out of the bottom of the lunge. Just like the squats, we want to focus in on form. So if you feel like your back is rounding or that front knee is passing the front toe, try to ease up a little bit and focus in on form. So keeping that chest up, looking forward, maybe focusing in on your balance. All right, we're almost done here. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Great job. You're doing awesome. We have 2 more minutes left, so we're gonna start back up at the 2-minute mark. We're gonna do 1 minute of ground touch with shuffle hop and 1 minute of crisscross jumping jacks. This is going to be round number 5, so you only have to do these 2 movements once. I'm going to go over some of the key points for ground touch with shuffle hop. You want to keep the arms relaxed and reach for the outside foot. When shuffle hopping, push off the outside foot to transfer the movement towards the inside foot, and then squat down towards the ground, only as far as your body will let you. We're going to start in less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. This is a very dynamic movement, so you can kind of take it slow if you need to. You don't have to touch the ground, but if you're going towards the ground, make sure you're squatting down and not just reaching down with your back. Nice job, you're halfway there. Good, less than 10 seconds to go. Then we're gonna switch right into crisscross jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1, and switch. All right, this is a full body movement here. We're gonna do kind of this switch stance with the feet while you open and close with the arms, really opening up that chest. Try to mostly stay on the balls of your feet with your heel lightly touching the ground. If you get out of rhythm, you can always stop and start back up again, starting with the feet first to get the rhythm going and then add in the arms. Here we go, last 15 seconds of the workout. Here we go, 5 seconds left. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1, and time. Great job. That was an awesome effort for this first workout. It's time to cool down, stretch, and hydrate. See you next time.